Do the weeks go by and time again you find that certain aspects of your pro wrestling career are not getting the attention they deserve? Then you and I need to talk tomatoes. I'm Mike Quackenbush, and this is Till We Make It. And if you are passionate about the craft of professional wrestling, and you're never done learning all about it, then you're in the exact right place. Join the Till We Make It tribe. Subscribe down below and enable notifications while you're at it. Or if you'd like to take your participation to the next level, consider joining my community over on Patreon. And just until the end of this month, I've got something special going on. For anyone new that joins at the Master tier, I'm making this special offer. I will do an individualized review of one of your matches and then send you my complete critique with feedback after the fact. That's just until the end of this month. Now, on to the topic at hand. When you are just starting out as a professional wrestler, you've got to learn to manage your time like a professional. Why is that? This is an important habit to form early on because during your formative years, as you're just starting out, you are the head of every department. You know what I mean? Who is in charge of doing all the marketing for you? You are. Who is in charge of designing your merchandise? You are. Who is in charge of doing travel logistics and scheduling for your career? You are. You are the head of every department. Just between you and me, time management is an area I constantly need to improve in. It has been a lifelong journey for me. I was going to say struggle, but I'm going with journey. It's been a lifelong journey for me to get good at time management. And I am still no master, but I want to share with you a time management hack that has totally transformed the way I've been working for the last 10 months. The Pomodoro Technique is less sexy than it sounds. It's the Italian word for tomatoes, and this originated in the 1980s. The time management hack originated in the 1980s. Tomatoes predate the 1980s. It works like this. You're going to break up your day's workflow into 25-minute chunks. After every 25-minute chunk, or Pomodoro, you're going to take a 5-minute break. And after you do 4 of those cycles, for a total of 2 hours, you're going to take a longer, more restorative break. Mine are 20 minutes, but you can customize this longer break. You want it to be 15 minutes? That's fine. Could it be 30 minutes? You bet. You just want it to be longer than 5 minutes. Sidebar. If you have a project so big in size that it requires more than 4 Pomodoros to complete, find a way to break that big project up into smaller components. Completing those smaller pieces en route to big task completion will help you build a sense of momentum. So let's put the Pomodoro Technique to work for you. On all of my devices, I have an app called Focus Keeper. It's a Pomodoro timer, and they're not the sponsor of today's video. They just really are the app that I use every single workday. It's a free download. You can go and grab it now, and then next, we're gonna block out your tasks. So what are the tasks relevant to your pro wrestling career? Do you need to spend more time every week working on your professional networking? Well, if so, dedicate a Pomodoro to only that task. And if that doesn't seem like enough time to tackle it, 25 minutes, then assign it 2 Pomodoros or 3, however much you think is necessary to get your career going in the direction you want it to go. Do you need to spend more time each week marketing yourself online? Then dedicate a Pomodoro or 2 or 3 to that. And then let's go even broader. What other things make up the totality of your pro wrestling career? Things like match analysis, cardiovascular conditioning. What about meal prep or order fulfillment, shipping out your merchandise? Whatever tasks land on your list, make sure to assign each of them at least 1 tomato a week. If you've gotten something out of today's video so far, this is a fine time. Leave a like-a-palooza, drop me a comment down below too, and let me know which department is the one you most need to dedicate a tomato to. If you work as a booker in professional wrestling, well, this exact same technique can be applied to your workload too. You have a certain number of segments that you are assigned to write every week, or a group of characters you have to create stories for. You're in charge of writing all the angles that are going on next week's show. Divide up all of those tasks and assign them an appropriate number of tomatoes. If you're a pro wrestling promoter, use this time management technique in the exact same way. What are the tasks you need to make sure you dedicate some time to each and every week? Is it cold calling new venues, ordering promotional materials, or setting up equipment rentals? Divide up those tasks and make sure whatever those tasks might be, assign each one a Pomodoro. If you want to find out more about where the work of a professional wrestler and a promoter intersect one another, well, click on this video right now. Or if booking angles and stories for professional wrestling is something that you are intrigued by, check out the video appearing right now. I guarantee you it contains the hard truth from a guy who knows.